spot Christmas morning.
Hey everybody, it's Crasherbasher here, and I have one simple question for you. Do you like hurting people? Because that's what this build is about. It's about the Sociopath Perk deck. The Sociopath Perk deck, before an update, generally wasn't that well of a perk deck. I mean, you know, killing an enemy with a melee would get 10% of your health. It wouldn't occur more than once every second. You would get some damage resistance, some more armor here or there, and you did have the ability to panic enemies that were nearby you. But the perk deck was generally not that great compared to more other melee associated perks such as Infiltrator. But they currently buffed both Infiltrator and Sociopath. They made it so that your second, each consecutive melee hit within 1 second of the last one will deal 10 times its normal damage. What that means is that you will deal 10 times the damage with that melee weapon every second consecutive hit for 1 second. So I made a build that's generally associated around Sociopath and its damage resistances and its melee capabilities. Its also ability to regenerate 30 armor every 1 second, close range. Well, 60 armor actually. But the build is right here. We will take up to Inspire, of course, because Inspire is quite necessary. We will take Resilience Aced, and here's something a bit different compared to any other armor build I regularly do. Instead of taking Shockana Aced and Bullseye Basic, we actually switch the two, so that we will regenerate, instead of just 65 armor, we regenerate actually 80 armor every time we headshot someone or kill someone with a melee. So that's pretty useful. It's a lot of armor really quickly, so it's pretty handy. And of course we will take Iron Man Ace for the maximum armor. And in Technician, we have Steady Grip Aced, Lock and Load Aced, and Surefire Basic. And I'll get shortly into reason why. And of course in Ghost we have Duck and Cover and Parkour Aced. We of course have 9 Lives and Swan Song, since that's pretty necessary in pretty much any build nowadays, especially for maybe 1 down, and Death Wish. And here's something much completely different that I usually almost never take, is that I take Frenzy Aced. I have Martial Arts, Bloodthirst, Berserker, and Frenzy. Martial Arts just so I can get the Bloodthirst, and so I can get the Berserker, and so I can get the Frenzy, of course. And Bloodthirst has this interesting ability that's associated with melee, that every kill you increase your melee attack damage by 100% up to a maximum of 1,600%. And it gets reset when you kill an enemy with a melee attack. And here's Ace version, where whenever you kill an enemy with a melee attack, you get a 50% increase in reload speed for 10 seconds. So the crazy thing is that I took Berserker and Frenzy as well, because now Berserker is an effect where I will do up to 250% more melee and saw damage. So that means potentially with 250%, 1,600%, and 10 times, which essentially what that means is 1,000%. And if we all that up together, that's around 2,850% increase in melee damage. That means the any melee you choose, essentially, will do 28 times the damage it will do regularly. Now, of course, the big part of this build is, of course, our melee. Now, I say you can choose any melee weapon you want, but I generally suggest picking the katana since it's the fastest that you will swing around. Maybe not so much the great sword or anything else, since, that takes a long time to swing and stuff, especially the chainsaw. The chainsaw takes forever. But, of course, you can take the Alabama Razor, the pen, the baseball bat. Just any melee weapon you want. You can take any of them. And it will work just as fine, if not less or more, than the katana. And so now here we are at our weapons. We of course be taking the incendiary grenade just to deal with shields, if there's a large group of enemies we need to take care of really quickly. And the secondary is depending on your choice. If you want an SMG, you can take an SMG. You can take any SMG you want, and of course, but I am going to take the Compact 40mm grenade launcher with the team boost, just because I can, the LED combo, and the speculator sight, just because it looks much better with an FS sight. But it's much better. The Compact 40 is to deal with shields, since we don't have the ability to knock back shields, since we don't have Shotgun Aced. So this is pretty handy to take. And the next one is you can take is your choice of an LMG, because not only was Sociopath buffed, but LMGs were buffed recently as well, where they will do either 80 damage or 120 damage, depending on which LMG you take. I generally take the Buzzsaw 42 light machine gun, since it has the highest fire rate of any of the LMGs, and I just love the Buzzsaw in general. And the way I modified the Buzzsaw was the light barrel, so we can have more stability and accuracy, the competitor's compensator for more stability, the bipod, of course, the team boost just because, the LED, more stability, and that's it. And so that's really all this build is. You will take doctor bags, of course, and you will choose any mask, of course. But that's the whole build, and we will see you when we get into some gameplay for the Sociopath build. That, you know, it's on Death Wish. Because the thing is, this build, I really don't think that this build is much equipped for one down. Because, I mean, you know, you've got your health regeneration, you've got your LMG, you've got your grenade launcher, ICTV, pretty good armor, pretty good, like, you know, armor regen. But, you know, it's not that good for one down, because the regeneration ain't that great. It's only 10%, and, well, the armor ain't exactly going to do much for you. But, let's go with the melee weapon, the, classical, good old baseball bat, because, you know, that fits with the character that this thing is based on. But, let's go.
Okay, this is business as usual. I'll wait for you here. Don't take too long. Engine's running. I'm waiting for you. Don't stick around too long.
So this build is really close range oriented. And the reason why I got, the, you know, the LMGs is just so that, you know, like, close range ain't exactly much of a problem now, considering the fact that we have LMGs. And the fact that LMGs are buffed makes this really really good as well. But here, let's start this off with some highway robbery here. Take some jewelry. I don't know. Let's start those drills. So, I'm making this video right now as where they nerfed Swan Song. You know, in my opinion on the update, they just shouldn't have touched the little friend. That's all I gotta say. Like, anything else, I'm okay with it. Like, DMR kits, you know, having only one bullet, you know, it's kind of deserving. But I'm like, you know, whatever. It's just whatever, you know? It works. It's fine. I'm okay with it. Everybody might not be okay with it, but, you know, it's there. But, you know, I mean, people complaining about DMR kits being nerfed, but keep in mind, we've got things like, you know, this LMG right here. We've also got, you know, the freaking grenade launchers. And DMR kits, you know, people don't really exactly use those on one down. It's kinda. I mean, yeah, the Cavity, the M308, the Gallon rifle, you know. But, you know, I can see why people kind of complain about this, but it's nothing too terrible, to be honest. In forms of an update. And Swan Song getting nerfed, you know, I'm kind of glad for that, honestly. You know, you would see me use Swan Song all the time and be like, thank goodness I got Swan Song, but, you know, Swan Song kind of needed a nerf. It was a bit too powerful, to be honest. Trying to get the cops over here. I don't know why they're not showing up. And people are saying, oh wow, this makes one down like harder. And it's like, really? One down, hard, pick one. Because I don't really find one down that hard, to be honest. Like the original one down, I don't even find that hard. Actually, the original one down I found quite tricky, to be honest. But one down now, it's not that hard. Really, it isn't. Where are the cops? They should be here. There we are. Alright, so there's some dozers there. We need some kills. Just gonna do this real quick. Alright, so here's why I find this build really quite insane. 1, 2, 3, 4. This might be. Yep, there we go. just murdered with the murdered with a with the LMG. Also, I'm getting tased to death. Holy crap! I might need some help. Hey, Chains. That was not that great of a risk, but you know what? Chains, are you serious? Revive me! Thank you. Oop. Yeah, this baseball bat ain't exactly. Did I just swing the LMG at the cops? Well, this is good for what the LMG. Uh-oh. There we are. Just take one swing at the cops. There we are. Bang. Good thing nothing happens to you at all. Yeah, the katana really does justice here, to be honest. Because of its fast swing speed. I'm just like I'm spamming E, and this is really how fast it swings. Unless if I charge it. Yeah, like that. Okay, so here's good for the grenade launcher. I can murder everybody. So many kills. And here's the thing, like, this thing, you know, like, stacks with Bloodthirst. So, like, I'm doing 16 times for the next melee. Like, bam, he's dead. Like, let's kill a bunch of these guys. And everybody's, like, grouping up right there. Like, hi, Cooker. Oh, that was not a good idea. He really kicked me immediately. He didn't even waste his time charging up. He just went for it. Oh, dang it. I might lose a little bit of health here. Come on. Yep, there we go. Doing it now. Silent killer. Alright. Use my grenade launcher here a bit. That drill's done. Is this drill done? Yes, it is. Alright, yeah. Alright, here it is. Alright, we need to escape. It's an endless police assault. Okay. Didn't expect that. One shot. One freaking shot. I'm telling you, this build is really powerful and close range oriented. And the katana really makes it so much better. Okay, we need to wait for the van. We gotta wait. There it is. So here's, you know, the... been one shot, man. Let's throw a grenade there. That's why I take the incendiary grenades, so I can burn everybody too. Like I said, you're gonna be a killing machine with this build. And especially in the shield, could you not? You're gonna be a killing machine with this build. Like that. Look, I just one-shot that taser. With a freaking melee. Not exactly Sociopath's buff, but, you know, Bloodthirst. Alright, we need to kill a few more cops here. Oh, uh-oh. Hi, Dozer. I must have really decreased this. Oh. Yeah, look at that! Three shots! Three friggin' shots to take out that, And now here's, the good thing about Sociopath is that, like, bam, I get a bunch of armor back. Let's get out of here. So we don't get an escape. Dang it! I had to say it! Well, it looks like we're doing an escape day. Dang. Oh, it's park. That's not bad. It's pretty open, but there's a thing for no snipers. So they also apparently, buffed the rocket launchers and the Thanatos, which, I don't mind. They kind of need that since they couldn't really one-shot things. What, no more cops? Okay. Well, thankfully we didn't get any bags, so we don't have to worry about much. Let's get a hostage. Let's get you two. Where are the cops? Here we go. Like I said, you can use any LMG, but I generally prefer the buzzsaw. The really high fire rate and, you know, relatively big magazine size. And I can do that. I can just mow down all the cops. There's so much damage. And with lock and load aced, I can reload these things faster. Even Bloodthirst too. You don't really need jokers, to be honest, in this build. Like I said, you're really a killing machine. Yeah, really, you're just a killing machine in this whole freaking build. I mean, you can take shotguns and other weapons as well, but generally I prefer LMGs since, you know, shotguns are pretty close ranged and I'm losing my armor. Oh, it's a package. But I really wouldn't recommend this build for one down. I think I just killed him. Nope, I didn't. Oh, he was being healed by a medic. He's on the other side, isn't he? Yep, there he is. All those people. I just two-shot that dozer. Like I said, you're gonna be a killing machine with melee and everything in this build. Not exactly one down playable, although really. Oop, shut it safe. I don't care, Fang. Here in 2 minutes. And thing is with Bloodthirst and Dazed, I can reload these things even faster. See, LMGs have this kind of problem where they kind of need to reload fast. Well, I got Bloodthirst. And it's kind of there. Although I can't really deal with shields, can I? That's why I bring the grenade launcher. I think I'm repeating myself. I'm sorry. This build is really powerful. Shield kind of turned around, didn't he? And I'm really able to keep sustainable armor, especially considering I bullseye aced. So I get like 85 armor per headshot every 2 seconds. Where is the van? Should be here by now. $30 seconds. Okay. Let's see. Hey, you. Can you die? Thank you. Not a lot of cops are around. Okay, let's throw a grenade there. There he is. Let's hope we make it. Hi, medic. Uh-oh. That was not a good idea. Oh no. I've got no armor. Let's get out of here. 1 minute to escape. Jeez. But that was Sociopath. A very, very powerful and close-range build. And it's really melee-oriented. I don't know if it applies to throwables, but it's really melee-oriented. But that was Sociopath Perk build. I'm sorry this video took so long to really release. I was kind of busy with a lot of stuff. But that's Sociopath. See you all till then when we do something else entirely. Maybe another build. Who knows? Until then, everyone.